When I was growing up, people were doing all kinds of drugs like alcohol, marijuana, acid, and heroin. But now, there are drugs that weren't around when I was growing up, like crack cocaine, methamphetamine, and the internet, which is very addicting. I bought a computer back in 1992 and for over $2,000, and by the time the internet was getting popular in the mid-1990s, my computer was already too obsolete for the internet, and I was fucking pissed. My first experience with the internet was in 1996 when I was at the State Fair, and they had an entire room for people to look at the internet, and I decided to look at web pages that had stories about farts and turds. And at that point, I knew the internet had a potential to be very cool. Also, there is a lot of pornography on the internet, but just about everyone that I talk to tells me they don't look at that. Why do all those people bother putting all that pornography on the internet when no one is even going to look at it? They are wasting their time and energy. When I was growing up, the only way to get pornography is you had to go to an adult bookstore. And I will never forget the first adult bookstore that I went to. I saw a sign that said, movies, 25 cents. And I thought it was so wonderful that I could watch a porno film for only 25 cents. So I go into one of the booths and drop my quarter, and after about a minute, the movie stopped. And I found out that in order to continue watching the movie, I would have to keep dropping quarters. Those fucking bastards. Now, the good news is that there's, if you need something to look at while you are beating off, there actually are some sites where you can actually watch porno films for free. A lot of people accuse me of only being interested in porn, but as soon as the thick white stuff squirts out of my penis, I realize there is much more to the internet than pornography. And there's websites where you can look at pictures from all over the world. And also, I like taking pictures, and I was in Chicago, and I like taking pictures of trains, but when I was on my way back from Murderopolis from Chicago, I was feeling depressed, so I stopped at a Cub Foods in Crystal Lake, Illinois, and I went in to use the bathroom when I noticed that there was a turd in the toilet. Well, I decided to go out to the car and get my camera and take a picture of it. And then I decided to send the picture of the turd to people in emails, because sending pictures of turds in emails is fun. And another thing I enjoy about the internet is I enjoy listening to radio stations from all over the world, and as much as I hate the FCC, they at least allow swearing at night, and I really enjoy hearing the word fuck when I listen to a song. Mainstream radio stations suck, so I really enjoy the cool alternative things on the internet. And there's some radio stations that play extremely cool music, like WRORT from Madison, Wisconsin, which has a show called Something Wonderful, which plays a lot of cool industrial music, and if that's not all, they even play some songs with the word fuck in the lyrics. And that is fucking beautiful. And also, there's WMSC, which is a college radio station in Milwaukee, and they don't only play a lot of cool music, but you can actually download the radio shows and listen to the MP3 on your iPad and your MP player. And last but certainly not least, I like to go on the internet to know what the weather is like all over the world. And I also enjoy going and looking to see what the dew point is in Florida. And it may be freezing cold here, but I looked at the temperature and dew point in Florida. It was 80 degrees, and the dew point was 75 in December, 2 days before Christmas. Fucking horrible, unfucking believable. Florida is a cesspool of fucking shit. I'd rather have the cold and the snow. And I discovered that the internet is greater than Jesus Christ. Being on the internet is such an obsession for me. I don't even want to leave the house except for when I get hungry, in which I have a burning desire to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. And the only thing that this world is good for are all-you-can-eat buffets, abortion clinics, the internet, because everything else in this world is shit. And I get so fucking mad when it's time for me to shut down the computer and go to work, because I have to go out and be with a bunch of mediocre, brain-dead, stupid, boring assholes. Because all I want to do is be on the internet, because the internet is a drug.